How does a woman feel after a man is over with sex? Let's be honest, sex is never just sex. Not when you strip away the performative layers, the ego, the social expectations. Not when you're dealing with real human beings, especially mature women who've lived, loved, and been hurt enough times to know the difference between presence and performance. So how does a woman feel after a man is over with sex? It's a complicated answer, because women don't all feel the same, but there are patterns. And if we're brave enough to look past the orgasm, past the sweaty satisfaction, past the rolled over backs and glowing screens that get picked up too quickly, we'll find something raw, something honest, something that a lot of men don't realize is happening in that quiet space after the climax. Let's go there. 1. She feels what you leave behind. A woman doesn't just feel the physical act. She feels the energy you bring to her bed. If you enter her with hunger, but exit her with disinterest, she feels that. If your kiss fades the moment you finish, she notices. If your hands, once firm and exploratory, retreat like you've completed a task, she registers that too. After sex, a woman feels whether you're still there emotionally, or if you've already left. And when a man checks out the moment he's done, it leaves her with a silent ache. Not always emotional pain, not always sadness, but something colder, emotional abandonment. It's not about clinging or neediness, it's about connection, and the sudden absence of it. 2. She feels valued or used. Mature women can absolutely enjoy casual sex, but even in that, they feel whether they were seen as a person or just a vessel for your release. It's not about fairy tales or promises of forever, it's about presence. Did you see her? Did you connect with her mind, her body, her spirit, before, during, and after? Or was she just a body that helped you empty yourself? A woman may not say it, but she will feel it, in how quickly you turn away, in whether you still hold her afterward, in the absence or presence of care. These signals imprint themselves more deeply than you think. 3. She feels the echo of her own desires. Sometimes, after sex, a woman feels unmet, not because you didn't try, but because you didn't ask. You didn't ask what she liked. You didn't care to explore her edges, her rhythms, her inner world. You focused on your pleasure, your release, your conquest, and when you were done, the night was over. She may lie beside you, quiet, smiling even, but inside she's echoing with the parts of herself you didn't touch, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Many women don't speak up because they are conditioned not to ruin the moment. But make no mistake, if she feels unseen or unfulfilled, she'll remember it, not with anger, but with growing emotional distance. 4. She feels the residue of respect or the lack of it. Respect is sexy, not in a rigid, polite way, but in how you treat her after you've had access to her most vulnerable self. Do you joke at her expense afterward? Do you scroll your phone while she lays there in silence? Do you leave her without care or warmth? Or do you stay a little longer, not out of obligation, but out of appreciation? How you treat a woman after sex tells her how safe she truly was with you. And safety isn't just about physical protection, it's emotional. It's in the tone you use, the words you choose, the attention you continue to give, even when the climax has passed. 5. She feels her own shame, or her own empowerment. Sex can either make a woman feel alive or ashamed, and often how the man behaves after plays a huge role. If she feels judged, ghosted, or treated like a disposable thrill, she might walk away from the experience, questioning her choices, questioning herself. But when she feels appreciated, adored, and accepted, she leaves that bed with her head high, not because the sex was perfect, but because she was treated like a human being, not a conquest. 6. She feels the space to be herself or not. Many women, especially mature ones, have spent decades being told to dim their sexual selves. Be sexy, but not too sexy. Be open, but not easy. It's exhausting. So when she gives herself to you, openly, fully, it's not just physical. It's a release of control, a daring act of self-expression. How you respond when it's over can either affirm that boldness or punish it. Do you make her feel safe to be wild? Or do you withdraw once you've had your fill of her fire? She notices. She always does. 7. She feels the depth or the void. There are men who know how to go deep. and there are men who only know how to go in. Depth isn't about technique or stamina. It's about intimacy, intent, curiosity. After sex, a woman reflects not just on how it felt in her body, but how it stirred her soul. Did it feel meaningful or mechanical? You don't need to be in love to create depth, but you do need to be present, curious, willing to see her as more than an experience to be had. Because when it's done right, sex doesn't end at the orgasm. It lingers, it nourishes, it connects. Final thoughts. What she feels is what you leave with her. Sex leaves an imprint, not just on the sheets, but on the soul. For mature women, especially those who've been through the games, the heartbreaks, the empty highs, it's not just about chemistry, it's about energy exchange. About how a man leaves her feeling when it's over. So next time you're with a woman, really be with her. And when it's over, don't just exit the scene. Hold space, be present, reflect. Because a man's real power in bed isn't just measured in what he does during the act, but in what he leaves behind when it's done. And that, gentlemen, is the difference between sex that's forgettable and sex that a woman never forgets. If this makes sense, then give a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe and share with others. I'll see you in the next one.